What's going on, guys? It's Trey with the Tennessee Innkeeper. I'm here in the garage. It's a pretty sunny day. It's late afternoon. Today I think is a good day to go ahead and bring some of the ants I still have in hibernation out of hibernation. Now, as you can see, there's two test tube portals from Ants Canada and a normal test tube over there. That queen is actually a carpenter ant. She's a Camponotus discolor. I caught her later in the year, so I don't think she's actually fertile, but she was worth a try. Well, it's always worth a try to catch them, so it's probably not the right way to do this, but this is the only way I saw fit. I have this cooler, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to hopefully properly bring your ants out of hibernation if they're in a test tube. Now, I saw this video from Ant Anatomy on how he did it, and I'm going to try to hopefully do the exact same thing that he did. Now, I'm using a towel just because it'll help hold the test tubes in there. I also, just for added measures, had 2 pieces of cotton as well as some painter's tape, just so that way, you know, I can help put the cotton on the test tube so I can take the portals off and clean them. So I'm gonna get this set up and we'll put these ants in there. All right, so we're back. I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling the ants out of the fridge. As you can see, maybe, here is the Camponotus discolor. She does not, I hope that's really focused, I can't see the camera, so she does not have any brood at all. So we're just gonna set her up in there, and you're gonna set them up vertically. And this is just because it will allow the water not to soak through the cotton and into where the ants are. So it'll keep your colony from drowning. At least that is the hope. That's the hope and the dream there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just grab my colony, another colony out. This one is my other Camponotus. I hope this cooler is in fact cold enough in there. You gotta kind of act fast, just because, you know, you don't want the air inside the cooler to warm up too quickly. So I'm trying to go as fast as I can while also being kind of gentle. I hope I'm not jostling my ants around too much. I hope they forgive me if I am. So the last colony, this is the one I love the most, and they are doing perfect. So I hope I did this all right. This is my Formica pallidifulva. I don't know if you can see them. I'll show you guys what they look like inside of the cooler here whenever I get them out. So these aren't the Ants Canada test tubes. So I found that there's really hard to take off of the portal sometimes, or sometimes they just slip out. They're just some weird brand I found on Amazon for like a thing of 200 test tubes. It was like $40 US. So I was like, dude, I'm just gonna purchase that, because at the time it was like a good idea, because I was catching like, I caught like 30 ants, I think, last ant season. So it was nice knowing that I could pretty much buy in bulk and I wouldn't have to worry about it. So here they are in there. Kind of hard to see. This one, they need a new test tube really bad. She is by herself. The water's looking really yellow, so I'm probably gonna change her. Their water could probably use it to clean into. So I'm gonna go put the top on, give these girls about 4 to 5 hours to thaw, I guess you could say, to come out of hibernation, and then I'll get back with you guys. So guys, we're about an hour or 2 in, and I just wanted to show you what I've done. So they are waking up, as you can see. I put these in here, these little ice packs, just because I don't think that my cooler was cold enough on the inside, and I want to make sure that it slowly gets warmer in there so the test tubes don't crack and the water doesn't overflow. So yes, my garage is a mess again. Sorry. Those are going to be recycled, so just ignore all this. So we'll come back in about 2 hours and check on these guys. We are now at the 2-hour mark. Coming in here to check on them. They seem to really hate how the test tubes look, but I'm not seeing any water seep into the cotton. So I think that's good. I'm gonna leave them in here a little longer just to make sure. A lot of people say maybe 4 hours, but I might try to get away with doing 3 because it is getting a little late here, and I want to be able to make sure they have something to eat tonight before I go to bed so I can check on them in the morning. So I'll be back with you guys in another hour. All right, hour number 3. I think it's hour number 3. They're still kicking. No issues by the looks of it. I'm gonna give them 1 more hour and then we're gonna take them out and see how they did. So hopefully if I followed the rules and stuff that Ants Anatomy has told us about, these test tubes should come out dry. So we will see. All right guys, this is the last hour. It's been 4 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and move them into the office and we will open this up and we will see what has come of this, because I don't know if it's worked. I haven't checked on them. I've been super anxious all day to do this because it's been super warm here in Tennessee. And so we're just gonna get into it. See you guys in a minute. So guys, we're back. I think we are ready to open this now. I brought them in here a minute ago and opened them. They had the ice pack still in there. The test tubes were still pretty cold. I've let them warm up a little bit more, and in this room it's actually really toasty too, so I think they've had plenty of time for the test tubes to adjust. So I'm just gonna set you guys up. Hope you can still hear me. I've moved this tripod around too much already. Let me try to get that straight. I think we're boxing right now. All right. So I'm just going to do this in order from how I have the ants laid in here. We're gonna start with the Camponotus discolored, just because again, that's the first one in here. She has no eggs. I don't think she's ever going to lay any because I don't think she's fertile. But I found her at a friend's house later last year and I figured why not give it a try. She was by herself. She was already burrowed. You know, she's crawling out from her hole. So maybe there's the off chance. I love Camponotus discolor. I had about 5 colonies of discolor in 2020. And I was silly and I sold almost all of them with the GAN project because I was going to keep one, but I just did not use my brain and think I should probably keep one if I am going to keep it. So here she is. There is no puddles of water in the test tube, so that is a great sign. There's a little bit of buildup there. I'm not really worried about that. That to me is pretty normal. Her cotton's pretty gross, so I'm probably going to actually end up changing her. I'm going to cover her up, and I'm actually going to take her and put her way off to the side just because I don't want her rolling around, because that's not an Ants Canada test tube and you know it doesn't have little studs. So next is the Camponotus pennsylvanicus. Sorry if the audio quality kind of sucks too, guys. I am just using my phone to record. So yeah, they're doing great too. So big meaty queen in there. She is probably super hungry, and so are the workers. Luckily there's some repletes in there that are still full of honey. But as you can see, no water, just a dirty test tube. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. Oop, hit the camera, sorry. Me hooking them up to the Ants Canada test tube portal. So there's a worker there. She is ready to rock and roll and explore. So we're just gonna go ahead and try to softly do this without bothering them. Make sure that is tightly secured on there. Kind of angle it down a little bit. And there we go. So I don't know why the queen is struggling there. I think it's just because it's a small test tube. Luckily, I've got some larger ones and I may actually end up switching them out to the larger test tube just because I don't like how tight of an area this is. Like, this queen is really struggling. We're gonna put them off to the side now. Just, you know, trying to get them out of the way. I'm actually going to be a broski here and cover them up. Just for the simple reason that they just came out. I don't want this bright light burning them or making the water for some reason, you know, science, I don't know. I'm trying to make up all kinds of negative ways that my ants could die. from my carelessness. So last, and surely not least, my favorite colony. So get all this tape off of them. I didn't even use that much tape. So you think it'd be a little easy. And here they are, ladies and gents. The Formica pallidiflora, or pallidiflora. I don't know how you say it. I've always heard pallidiflora. Now they hate the light, so I'm not going to keep them on here very long. But as you can see, no water buildup, which is amazing. I'm super glad that Ants Anatomy made that video, because the first colony I brought out of hibernation was a chromatogaster colony, and they were very fortunate that they did not have to worry and drown. But you know, there's always that worry. So there they are. Let's see if I can get this to focus here. There they are. Got them connected to the portal. We'll just cover them up. And so that's that. Stay tuned, guys, for another video. I will try to record it soon. I like to keep these ants in their test tubes just while they're still kind of getting readapted to the warmth and stuff. I feel like that's fair. Don't want to try to rush them into anything, especially because, you know, ant keeping is all about patience, like I've said previously. So we are going to be very, very patient. But stay tuned, guys, because the Formica colony will be moving into this Tar Heel Ants mini hearth. I figured because they have a slight orangey red color, this would be the perfect one to put them in. And it's got a cool little rock and a little plant. Obviously they're fake, but I like to pretend they're real because, well, that makes it fun. But yeah, this is the mini hearth. I will have a full review after the ants are all settled in this. And whenever my Lasius colony is starting to have eggs hatch and turning into workers and stuff, I will have videos on that. Because right now they're just chilling with a bunch of eggs and pupae right now. So that is it, guys. Stay tuned. I will try to get some clips of my ants eating, but I make no promises. My ants are not very active in front of me, especially this Formica, because I don't know why, but ever since I got these guys, they have been very skittish. They don't like people, which I guess is a good thing. You know, ants aren't really supposed to like people. They're very curious insects, but they don't have to like you. So, unlike the carpenter ants, as you can see now, the queen is all laid out. She's probably like, what in the world is happening? I gave them 4 months to hibernate. I feel like 4 months is pretty good. There they are. The repletes are actually, I believe, trying to do trophallaxis right here, which is transferring of food mouth to mouth. That's exactly what it looks like. Here, I'll try to get a close-up of them. Super cool. I've never actually seen that before. They might just be cleaning themselves too. Either way, super cool. Glad that they all survived. And actually, if you look, I believe that might be a brood pile right there in the cotton. Yeah, I believe so. Sorry it's such low quality. Here, let me zoom it back out. Yeah, I believe that's a brood pile right here, kind of behind the queen. So again, I'm just going to cover them up. Their water is yellow. I will try to have updates on all these colonies as they move back into, you know, newer test tubes. And obviously the Formica, they will be moving into the Tar Heel Ants mini hearth. I will get a video of them because that's going to be super cool and super fun to watch. So thank you guys for watching. This has been super cool. I'm glad that this was super successful, and I cannot wait to have some more videos rolling out. I should have some reviews coming out as well in the following weeks. I might try to get to where, since it's warming up and there's ants coming out, I'll try to get to where I am uploading at least twice a week. It's gonna be loud here, so hold on. I try to get to where I can upload at least twice a week, just for the very reason that, you know, ants will be nuptial flighting here soon, however you want to say that. They'll be performing their nuptial flights. So I'm going to try to catch some, try to get it on video every step of the way. Some people find that stuff very boring, but I enjoy watching people run around and catching ants. I have a really good spot here in my hometown at my family's house that I go to, and I can catch all kinds of chromatogaster and obviously Formica and Camponotus. So yeah, stay tuned for that, guys. And this has been the Tennessee ant keeper. Let's see, this little ant, she is hanging out up here. This is the tray with the Tennessee ant keeper. And, she gonna roll it. I'm signing off, guys. Y'all have a great one. Be safe out there. Good luck finding some ants this season because you guys are gonna need it. It's gonna be a great season. We're starting off March with a lot of rain, so be out there and be ready. Bye, guys.